Greetings, DMs, GMs, and players. This is the Insomniac GM, and today I want to give you guys another tabletop recommendation. Now, about a few weeks back, I ended up buying a bunch of tabletop RPGs from Grimjam, and one of them was Blood. This is the same creator who made Actual Monsters. And I bought like a bunch of games from him because I figured it would be very easy to sell, like pitch the games to my players with how much I loved playing Actual Monsters. So I'm finally getting around to reading them, and I read Blood in depth. And I can say in ways it's similar to Call of Cthulhu. It is a percentile game. And I have the character sheet right here, and you can see like there's a lot more free space on your character sheet. Now, the game focuses heavily on gore. So your heroes may survive and make it out alive, but in the process, they may be missing fingers. They may have their eye gouged out. They may be super scarred up, etc. Now, with that, the game actually has tables. Depending on what type of weapon you use, you roll on the table to see what kind of gory effect happens to the target. So you may roll and you may get a result. I don't know if this is actually on the table, but you may get something like you rip open their cheek, creating a Joker-like scar on them for the rest of their life. Now, another thing, too, is when bad things like this happens to a character, they got to roll a shock check. And they may be, like, just in shock. Just they can't move in that. And so, yeah, there's that. Now, another thing, too, is everything has a crit and a botch range. So, like, I know it's very tiny on the camera, but, like, for instance, this character I created for my group's one-shots, he has a 50% for lie low, so he has to roll 50 or lower. Well, the crit range for him is if he gets a 1 through 5, he critically succeeds, but if he gets a 95 or higher, he fails. Meanwhile, his pickpocket is a 30% with a 1 out of 3 for a crit, and a 93 and up is a botch. And I'll give you one last one. First aid is a 47 with a 1 through 6 crit and a 96 and up botch. So with these, it runs similar to Call of Cthulhu. The thing I love with Call of Cthulhu, and I love with this game, although I haven't run it, it's very easy to run on the fly. So I'm actually looking forward to running this game in the near future. It just kind of depends on if and when we get around to it. It's all up to my players' votes, but I think they'll like this. I know they considered playing it this last Sunday, but yeah. So until next time. Oh, tell me in the comments, by the way, if you've ever played Blood and what's your thoughts on it. And yeah, that was very sloppily done, but until next time.